Hey everybody, welcome back to microbeerreviews.com. Sweetwater Brewing Company out of Atlanta, Georgia has this double IPA called Hop Hash. This has got a phenomenal story. Sweetwater Brewing Company has this really cool bottle. It's got all these etchings in it. They always have this really cool label of the rainbow trout jumping out of the stream, and their kind of motto is "Don't float the mainstream." This one is really different. So basically what they do is it says we've scraped all of the hash out of the Yakima hop pellets that we could get our sticky fingers on to concoct a dank double IPA, the pure hop lupulin, aka hash, the resiny stuff. And it's like, if you've ever brewed beer, it's this nasty paste is the word I would use almost. It's like this, it's really dense, it's really wet, it usually smells awful. That we have seamlessly blended with 2-row pilsner wheat malts, allowing it to deliver a pungent yet punch to the palate. Pour, and pass. So this one, let's see, how did I get this one? I think this one was actually purchased in a 6-pack. It was like $9 for the 6-pack. ABVs are, stand by, I'll tell you in a second, 7.8%. IBUs are 100. So the palate typically can't taste over about 85, 90. That is definitely open to controversy. But the 100 thing is almost more of a marketing, means there's a ton of hops in here. So they used the Centennial hops and then this hash blend of, you know, what they're pulling out here. So I have not cheated. I did not try this one. Their cap is awesome too. It's got the rainbow trout jumping out on here. This is kind of the double IPA market's really crowded. If you watch any of the beer reviews, I will tell you that it's very competitive and it's very hard to stand out in this arena. So let's check it out. So very, very crystal clear filtered, thin white, very thin, what I call frothy foamy head. So not a lot of denseness to it. Crystal clear white, very kind of light as far as the consistency. Nothing residual floating around. It's just a nice kind of coppery color, which a double IPA should have a little bit more of that punch behind it because of the complexity of not only the malts that are used, but obviously the hops. So let's smell it. Not a crazy impressive aroma. Actually, it's very disappointing if I'm being honest. There's a little bit of this like kind of clean hop flavor. I expected more of this really, you know, the word dank is used a lot. I wanted, the double IPA has the dank. What does that mean? It's got this kind of sticky, real kind of somewhat almost boozy smell to it, with the alcohol content being a little bit higher. 7.8%. A lot of the double IPAs are 9, 10, 11% or higher these days. So, quite honestly, a pretty boring aroma, but cheers, let's get into it. Alright, so, you purchase beer, you drink beer for the flavor, not for the aroma. The flavor is 200% better than the aroma. The aroma is pretty much it stinks. It's not exciting. The flavor, it's got this really kind of nice, grainy, hoppy, a little bit of malt on the front, very little citrus at all. It's got this what I would call more of this traditional hop flavor, the Centennial, the Cascade, the Amarillo, more along the lines of the kind of harsher hops, but yet also more of the traditional, what I call please the masses hops. So it's got a good mouthfeel to it. It's a little bit of more of a medium, if not heavy body, which a double IPA should be. Easy to kind of palate. It's got a nice stickiness to it on the end. Very subtle though. It's not dank at all, in my opinion. Some of the dank double IPAs, and I've used that word probably 6 times during this video, and I'm not a huge fan of it, really have this kind of just real kind of coating of your entire palate. Your palate does this dance when you drink it. This doesn't do that. It definitely has a kind of a unique flavor to it in terms of kind of the bready, grainy, maybe a little bit of piney, a little bit of this kind of unique flavor, but it's nothing really exciting. It doesn't really lend to drink another sip. It's different. I think in the market, like I said 3 minutes ago, this market's really crowded. This one will get lost. It's no fault of Sweetwater. I like this brewery a lot. I think for the price point, they're awesome. They're definitely trying different things. This is smart. You know, here again, you've got to do something different in this market, or you're not going to get any market share. I mean, I don't see this one being. I mean, it's good. We rate our beers between 1 and 5. I would probably give this about a 3, maybe a 3.5. I mean, it's not bad. I would not call this a go-to for me, but it also, here again, I mean, they're trying to join this market and be a player, and they've got their 420, which is all over the place. Their what I call their yellow label IPA. I think is a great IPA. I think it's better than this actually, but it's also not a double IPA. So here again, you're in a whole other echelon once you're going to play in the 100 IBU market. So I mean, it's a good try. I think for people that are kind of exploring past the 60 and 70 IBU mark, and they really want to say, hey, I want to try the double IPA, it would be a good choice. It's easy to drink, very filtered, very, 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 very quick, clean finish. So doesn't have a lot of what I call the residuals afterwards. So I want to make it better than it is. I want to give it a higher rating, but that's kind of how I feel about it. So it's worth a shot. This would be a great beer to be in a multi-12 pack of Sweetwater. Sweetwater does a great job, like Sam Adams, like Kona Brewing Company, that they do these really cool 12 packs where you get like 2 or 3 of these. I would not be disappointed if that was the case in a multi-12 pack with this particular beer. I think it's got its place, limited, but it's definitely not going to like reset the double IPA market. So leave comments on our YouTube channel or website. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching microbeerreviews.com. We upload all the time. We appreciate it if you subscribe to our channel, because we do upload all the time, and we will see you again real soon. Cheers.